Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I am Ryder of Dinosaurs. In today's video, we will see JM and friends discuss why the mobile screens always stay up, what is combustion, and much more. Before we do that, a big thank you to my Patreons. Let's get started.
Well, when you buy your cell phone, it comes fresh out of the factory with a little device that makes your screen always orient upward no matter which way you turn it. And that's simple. That's putting it simple in the simplest terms. So imagine this. Now, the thing is, from the time you buy your cell phone, you never have to have that little device recalibrated.
Why on earth would you need to calibrate the device that detects your screen orientation?
Okay, did you get that? It never has to be recalibrated.
What are you talking about?
Right.
So that means that if you buy it in New Jersey and you get on an airplane and you fly to New Zealand, you fly to Auckland, what should the orientation of your cell phone be? It should be upside down.
Powerful.
So why isn't it?
Now that's a very good question. Let's see what your answer is.
That little device inside of your cell phone, it works off of, it's not a GPS driven device. It's not.
Of course it's not. GPS does not determine the orientation of your phone.
It's sort of an accelerometer.
You almost got it. It's not a sort of accelerometer. It is an accelerometer. But here's the big kicker. These things work off, you want to guess?
Gravity!
You know, that thing that you and your friends don't believe in?
It keeps track by the way that this little thing, and it's like a little ball bearing, it's like a virtual ball bearing that when you move this in a ball bearing in a box, if you imagine a ball bearing in a box.
Well, we're waiting.
When you move the box around, the ball bearing tends to stay straight. But this is all virtual, and it all happens in electronics.
Our survey said.
Either you're talking out of your own knowledge or your own common sense, but you clearly didn't investigate this or research this properly. What a surprise. Accelerometers depend on one thing and one thing alone to work.
Gravity!
Here, let me give you a snippet of a video that really explains how things are done. The link for this full video will be in the description.
Built into the circuitry is a tiny device that can detect changes in orientation and tell the screen to rotate. There it is. It's an accelerometer. While more complex than the simple ball and spring model, it has the same fundamental elements. Inside the chip, engineers have created a tiny accelerometer out of silicone and a comb-like section that can move back and forth. That's the seismic mass equivalent to the ball. The spring in this case is the flexibility of the thin silicon tethering it to the housing.
See, this is how you explain it. Not with,
When you move the box around, the ball bearing tends to stay straight. But this is all virtual, and it all happens in electronics.
so if you want to convince people that you are right, you need to show them why you are right. You need to show them how things really work, not with just vague words. Next, we address combustion.
Because
Here's
the
one
key-
I'd like you to explain. Allegedly, they're saying that combustion is not fire. Well, of course, combustion itself is not fire, it's combustion.
Wow, combustion is not fire, it's combustion. That's just deep, man. Just deep.
Combustion, the pre-ignition point to fire.
Our survey said.
No, GM, it's not. It's the process of burning something.
It's called combustion. You still need oxygen, you idiot.
No one has ever said that combustion does not need oxygen. But I'm sure you're alluding to the vacuum of space and using rockets in the vacuum of space, aren't you?
Yeah, there's still a chemical reaction.
Okay.
And not only that, propulsion cannot work in a vacuum either.
That is a very bold claim, and I'm sure you have an experiment that proves that, right? Right?
This goes back to science class back in elementary school, for Pete's sake. I love it when somebody says, "You guys need to go back to school."
You mean like this?
So, Tim, go to school, dude. Don't come here and argue with me.
And I go, "Wait a minute, so do you, because you guys are taking everything that they taught us in school and you're changing it."
We're changing it, huh? I invite my viewers to take with me a quick walk down memory lane.
10 to the negative 17 is negative 17 10 times.
You has made your mistake.
I'm going to throw a word out here. It's called assume. See, in science, the word assume isn't an assumption like what in English we've been taught it is.
Many mistakes before that.
Do you realize you know what the word empirical means? Now you call me.
Please tell us.
Hold on, let me. Okay, empirical means absolute.
You cannot guarantee you would not make a mistake again.
And the problem with the mathematical equation, it was hijacked from electrostatic force.
Many mistakes before that.
Centripetal force is a new, within the last 15, 20 years, word that's it's being used. Okay, it was never, ever, ever an issue 50 years ago. You will not find it in any reference book, in any physics book 50 years ago, ever.
And there you have it, guys. So we are the ones changing what we learn in school. Of course. Next, we have a rare moment in history. One flat earther contradicts the other one. One says what we learn in school supports flat earth. The other one, immediately after, says that we are indoctrinated in school. So which one is it? But, just to be honest, let's see the clip unedited.
No, people have this mistaken notion that the round earth is supported by everything that we learned in school. But they're wrong. The flat earth is supported by everything that we learned in school. They've got it ass backwards. Ass backwards.
Yeah, well, the whole thing, we've been indoctrinated from kindergarten, because in kindergarten you have a little globe on the teacher's desk. They bring it out, they show and tell it to you, and then they layer lie upon lie upon lie upon lie until all of a sudden we're so indoctrinated that we don't know our ass from the hole in the ground.
So someone needs to explain this to me. JM says we are indoctrinated in school and we are lied to in school because reasons. And his friend says what?
The flat earth is supported by everything that we learned in school.
Funny enough, JM does not contradict him, doesn't tell him that he's wrong. Can't they even agree on the most basic things? Come on, guys. Still regarding school, I have one final question before I wrap up this video. If school is indoctrination, why are you, JM, saying this to Tim?
So, Tim, go to school, dude. Don't come here and argue with me.
I thought you wanted to spread the truth. At the same time, you're telling Tim to go back to school, the place of his indoctrination? So I don't get it. What's your point? What's your objective? I know, guys, I'll never get a straight answer out of him. Before we finish, I want to give out a massive thank you to Mr. Sensible for his shout out on his last JM video. If you don't know him, check out his channel. The link will be in the description. He's a great creator and a funny person. Now, before I finish this video, let me show you one thing. This is Globachris using a Rider of Dinosaurs t-shirt. Doesn't he look fine? It looks fine to me. If you want your picture featured in one of my videos, get a t-shirt, send me the picture, and you'll see it in one of my upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. See you on my next video. If you liked my video, don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, hit that bell button, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. The link will be in the description.